Hi guys, and today I'm going to be talking about the club's retained list that was announced today. So I'm not going to be like going into the players to the academy players. I'm only going to be talking about the first team. So let's get started. I'm going to read the bit like what involved the first team. Sunderland FC have been submitted confirming the players that will depart part set of several senior players and academy players. After moving to the Stadium Light in July 2021 and making 67 appearances in red and white, Corey Evans will leave this summer. The midfielder captained Sunderland throughout an unforgettable run at the end of the 2021/22 season, which culminated in a victory at Wembley Stadium and promotion to the Sky Bet Championship. A popular figure within the dressing room and on the terraces, Evans bids farewell, having played an important role in the club's progress through the last three seasons. Academy-like graduates Ellis Taylor and Jack Diamond will also depart this summer, with Bradley Dack's time in Wayside also coming to an end. Loanees Mason Burstone and Callum Stiles have returned to their parent club, with SAFC retaining the option to sign Stiles permanently. Then it's on to the like academy bit. If you're wondering who's retained in terms of the men's team, it's Abdullah Bar, Adil Al-Chase, Adji Alicia, Anthony Patterson, Alex Bass, Chris Rigg, Dan Ballard, Dan Neil, Dennis Serkin, Elias Meander, Elliot Embleton, Jack Clark, Jim Mateti, Jensen Sale, Joseph Bennett, Job, Joe Anderson, Leo Helder, Lewis Hamea, Luke O'Neill, Nathan Bishop, Natari Rosen, Nectari Trant, Niall Huggins, Pat Roberts, P.R. Echo, Remain Mundell, Timothy Pembelly and Trajan. So what's my thoughts on the players leaving the club? If I'm in total honesty, I'm not surprised with any of them. I think the only one you perhaps could have made a case for was Corey Evans, given he's like of how well he is around the players that he like his experience, he's good around the younger lads, and given the position he plays on the pitch, we are rather sorting, as we've needed to sign a defensive midfielder since he was out injured, but we haven't done. If you get what I mean. But I can definitely still understand the reasons why you let him go. He's 34 going into next season. Obviously, not the way the club do things with like in terms of like building around youth and trying to develop them. And given that the injury he has, that's a hard injury to come back from an ACL injury after 15 months out for any player. Never mind a player who's, let's be honest, come to the end of his career, and yeah, I don't think it's a disastrous of a decision. And like I said, I can understand why they've made it, but the club absolutely have to bring some experience in to play in that position. Because like you just said, we've been lacking an experienced player since Corey Evans got injured last January. If you get what I mean, and it doesn't have to be. And it probably something a 34, 35 year old who's come to the end of his career like Corey Evans. It's just a 27, 28 year old like who have played like 300 games in the championship and who are experienced and know what they're coming into, rather than players who are coming for that who've got to come in for time to adapt. If you get what I mean. So yeah, then if you look at the rest with Bradley Dack, no surprise, it hasn't worked out. He was a player who has been injured pretty much all the way through. When he has played, he hasn't done much either, and he was pretty much a player that doesn't fit our transfer model. Was mainly only signed to replace Tony Mowbray. If you get what I mean. So yeah, there's no surprise there. To be fair, I wouldn't be too surprised if Mowbray goes back to Birmingham after his illness. Hopefully he's doing well, obviously. If Bradley Dack joins Mowbray at Birmingham, to be fair, I could see Corey Evans going there as well. So yeah, but it's no surprise. I could also say Dack at Wrexham, but we'll wait and see. I think he will have to probably drop into League One. Then when you look at Jack Diamond, a player that we have moved on from on the pitch, and he's not good enough for what we should be trying to achieve. Obviously, he's had the difficulties off the pitch, but thankfully we can talk about Diamond like in a football sense now. But yeah, for me, I know we struggled at Harrogate. I mean, not Harrogate, I mean Carlisle last season, but I don't think there's any surprise given he was already going into a struggling team, and the fact of how long he hasn't played football for pretty much a year. For me, there's no surprise, and I still think he'll be a useful signing for a League One club, for a mid-table League One club, if I'm in total honesty. So yeah, it'll be interesting where he goes. With Ellis Taylor, I think he's done well for the under-23s this season. He's played a big part in getting to the semi-finals of the Youth Cup or whatever it is, like in the league stage and like the playoff stage, which obviously still ain't over, so hopefully he can end on a high. But I think it's the right decision for everyone, because he now is 21, he's now got to go and play like first team football elsewhere, and from everything I've saw of him, I don't think he's ready to play in the Championship, if I'm in total honesty. So I think it's the right decision for all parties to let him go. Now I'll quickly touch on the two loan players. With Burstone, didn't work out. Was nowhere near good enough, and it's the right decision. Thank God he's not coming back. And with Callum Stars, I hope we don't sign him. We can just get better as a squad player. It probably won't be the worst decision in the world, but I just think we can get better. If you get I mean, I don't think he's been terrible, but like I said, I just think we can get better. So yeah, that's my support and thoughts on it. There's no real surprise with any of them. Like I said, I thought they might have kept Corey Evans for another year, given like his experience. He's good around the younger lad. He's a leader, and the fact that of the position he plays in will lack. But like I said, not really surprised he's went either. So leave your thoughts on the retained list. Do you agree with me? There's not really surprise. Would you have kept Corey Evans? Would you have maybe give Ellis Taylor a new contract to Jack Diamond? So yeah. So that's the end of the video. Hope you've enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, view, comment, and see. Yeah.